Hello there, and welcome to this free training on how to find your gift in 15 minutes with the interpreter. I really must thank you for showing up. My name is Wilson Chimezie, and this is my story. So I'm not even going to waste your time. Now, a little over 12 years ago, I had just finished my degree exams, and like most graduates from this part of the world, I was looking forward to the next phase of my life, which included scrabbling for a job or to join the ever-increasing list of unemployed graduates, go acquire a skill outside of my field of study, or just stay back at home and freeload, waiting for when a miracle would happen, if you understand what I mean. However, I was already frustrated with my life. I was going through cycles of depression. I was confused, broke, and without direction nor vision. Until one day in 2007, when I had this unbearable burden and I felt like I was going to die. All alone in that room and in a bid for help, I looked up to heaven and cried out a simple prayer to the God who I believed created the universe and made me in it. And all I asked him was, who am I and why am I here? Those two pertinent questions began a series of events in my life that has led me to this very place where I am deploying my gift in service to my generation and teaching you how to do the same. Having founded Life Cycle Solutions, a capacity building company that helps individuals, organizations, and societies to unlock their God-given potential and maximize it to the fullest, along with two sub-entities including Body, a personal development platform that teaches high school students about their potential, and the School for Potential Development that is centered on training people on the subject of their potential with various specialized courses. I have also authored a best-selling book called 15 Unbreakable Laws for Maximizing Your Skill, amongst other works. Got an opportunity to speak and train over 5,000 people, spoken and facilitated at countless seminars, conventions, and trainings, and I'm being rewarded handsomely for doing the same. And finally, I play host to a weekly podcast called Unleashed with the Interpreter, available on all podcast channels. So what changed, you might ask, from 2007 when I was broke, depressed, confused, and felt I was about to die, to 2020 when I am sharing my story of exploits with you? I discovered what I was born to do and started doing it. Simple. And that is what my gift is and how to deploy it profitably in service to others. Now, there are two things we are going to cover in this short presentation. The first is 3 reasons why you must find your gift. And the second, how to recognize your gift right now. So let's get right into it. So why do you need to find your gift? You need to find your gift because it is what you were born to do. You are not here to experiment with your life, trying out different things and wasting your time, energy, resources, relationships, talents, and gifts. You are here to do one thing, and that is to deliver your gift of value to your generation. And this is because you are not a biological accident. No, you're not. You're a creation of purpose, sent from eternity into time to deliver a significant gift of value to us. And you only have enough time to do that one thing. The great teacher and apostle Paul said, "This one thing I do, forgetting all other things that are behind." And what is that one thing? The delivery of his gift of value to his generation. T.D. Jakes says, "I would hate to die and not do the very thing I was born to do." You need to consider that statement before you mess around with your time and check out of this thing called life. The second reason why you need to find your gift is because it is the source of your relevance and identity. You are recognized for the value you bring to the table, and your gift is what distinguishes you from every other person. If you don't manifest what you're carrying, you will die unrecognized. Your gift is also the source of your identification or identity. Simply put, by their fruits you shall know them. What distinguishes one tree from the other is the particular fruit that they bear, which is their valuable contribution to creation. So you have a mango tree, you have an apple tree, you have a guava tree, and so on. Each of these trees are known by their fruits, period. Likewise, you will be known by the fruit you deliver to others. That is, you will be recognized, distinguished, or identified by your gift of value to others. If you don't find your value and deliver it to the world, you will not be recognized. So stop trying to become famous and simply find your gift of value and deliver it to the world, and you will know greatness, recognition, prosperity, freedom, and fame like never before. All these people you see here found their gift of value and delivered it to the world. Why haven't you delivered yours yet? And what is keeping you from delivering your gift? The third and final reason why you must find your gift is because it gives you financial freedom and fulfillment. The wealthiest and most fulfilled people in the world are those doing their gifts. That is, they identified what they were gifted at and matched it with a problem on the outside, then went ahead to deploy themselves in solving that problem. And that also includes the creation of a product or service that meets that need. This is what is commonly known as business, which is the solving of problems at a profit. For example, the year 2020 saw an exponential rise in both comedy content producers and also comedy content consumption. This was mostly due to the crisis that humanity faced in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic, the riots, the collapse of the economy, the fears, the numerous deaths, the depression, and all. People needed a means of escape even for a moment, and these comedians did not fail to serve the world with their laughing gifts in these dark times. And the world rewarded them richly, making many of them millionaires as their followers increased on social media. For many of these social media comedy content producers, 2020 was the year of their greatest triumph. Why? Because in the time of crisis, the world looks for gifts. Remember, it is the tree that bears fruit that people will continue to fertilize. Now, I want you to understand that there are two primary equations that people operate by when it comes to money. And only one of these equations can truly give you financial freedom. The first equation is education plus job equals money. And that is, go to school in order to get a degree that enables you get a job so you can earn money. Sadly, 97% of the Earth's population operates under this equation and wonder why they are never financially free. They work for the other 3%. The second equation is problems plus solutions equals money. And that is, you find a problem, you solve the problem, and you are rewarded with money. So what side of the equation do you think those on fourth list operate by? The second equation, of course. This is because while the first equation programs you for employment, the second equation programs you for deployment. And the interesting thing is that the second equation can also be applied in a corporate space, provided that that corporation is one that taps into your potential, gifts, talents, and ideas. This is why Bill Gates is not the only billionaire in Microsoft. Mark Zuckerberg is not the only billionaire in Facebook. Aliko Dangote is not the only billionaire in Dangote Group. That you don't hear about these other billionaires inside these corporations doesn't mean that they are not there. However, these are no mere employees, rather they are people who have been able to transition from employment to deployment of their unique gifts and potential within that corporate space. And so while an average employee earns only a salary for his efforts, a deployee owns stakes in that organization because of what they bring to the table, which is solutions to problems by their gifts of service. Lastly, the education of the second equation is never taught in schools. Nobody teaches you to find your gift or to start a business or how to solve a problem. In fact, you are unconsciously taught to never find it. but to rather find a job. This is why many people have gotten a degree and they are still broke or merely surviving. The second information is what people like myself and others in the personal development field teaches. And once you understand it and begin to live by this principle, then you are well on your way to unlimited power, wealth, and influence on this earth. Now, I am not saying that school or employment is bad. I am saying that if your education or job has kept you from finding your gift and deploying yourself to the world, then please, by all means, go get the information that empowers you to do so. Or simply listen to the end of this training to find out how you can do that. Employment is good, but deployment is best. So don't you think it's time for you to start living your best life? Now here's a recap of the key insights taught so far. 3 reasons why you must find your gift. Number 1, it is what you were born to do. Number 2, it is the source of your relevance and identity. Number 3, it gives you financial freedom. Now, if you have gotten value from this 15 minutes training and would like to get serious about the deployment of your gift of service to your generation, then this offer is for you. So would you like me to help you discover your potential, your gifts, talents, and ideas, and to show you how you can deploy it in 12 days? Yes, in 12 days. If you said yes, then I want to further introduce you to my 12-day training program called Understanding Your Potential. It is a one-on-one 12-day guide on how to identify your potential, gifts, talents, and ideas, and deploy it to impact the world profitably. It took me 12 years of experimenting and studying to master these things, but it doesn't have to take you that long. What took me 12 years to understand, I'll be sharing in 12 days, so you don't have to make the same cycle of mistakes I made. Because I have already documented and simplified my journey into a 12-day program that will work for anybody that applies it. And it comes with a money-back guarantee. How to earn and monetize your gifting, how to discover your true work and life purpose, and finally, ways to leverage technology to serve your gift. So let me ask you a quick question. Wouldn't you rather be happy earning a living and creating wealth by freely doing what you've always wanted to do? Now here's the best part. I'm not charging you 100,000 naira for this. I'm not even charging you 50,000. I'm not charging you 10,000. You see, my earnest desire is that all men may live freely doing what they were born to do and earning a living from the service of their gift. Which is why, in that same spirit of service, I am giving you this program for an investment of 4,500 naira or $10 only. This course is highly interactive, so you want to get started immediately in order to reposition yourself for the effective deployment of your gift in 2020. Plus, here's what you're going to get in addition if you buy this program today just before the 24-hour timer expires. 1. A 1-month additional coaching support to help you further implement the lessons learned, worth 150,000 naira. A private closed group with access to other gifted professionals who are profiting from their gifts, worth 50,000 naira. Access to exclusive master classes, worth 50,000 naira. And lastly, this bonus course, Sell It Like Scarface, how to make drug-like money from your gift of service. Yes, the principles of wealth creation are the same across all businesses. This special course contains 10 video lessons from this classic movie that you can start applying right away. And you get all these for an investment of 4,500 naira or $10 only if you register today. So act now. Yes, back to the final lesson. how to recognize your gift right now. Oh, you thought I forgot? No, I'm a man of my word. So how can you recognize what your gift is right now? One way to identify what your gift is by performing a desire test. Desire. The Bible says, delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. So what God, your maker and creator of the universe, wants to give you is the desire of your heart. This is very important. What then is your gift? Your gift is the very thing you have always wanted to become. It is the very thing you have always desired to do. That very desire, so strong, is your gift. Let me help you see this a bit more clearly, because that's my job as the interpreter. The desire of an apple seed is to become an apple tree. The desire of a caged bird is to freely fly the skies, expressing its flying gift to the fullest. Now, when this bird begins to express its flying gift to the fullest, it determines how far it goes, what it eats, and how much contribution it can make to creation. There is no limit to the heights this bird can attain. Lastly, the desire of a fish is to swim the ocean, giving full expression to its swimming gift and living its best life, exploring the wonders of the sea. Like the seed, the bird, and the fish, your gift is that very thing you have always desired to do, the very thing you are always desiring to become. And it is my job and greatest pleasure to help you identify and to unleash that desire in the next 12 days so that you too can begin to live your best life on earth. My name is Wilson Chimezie, the interpreter, and I want to say a very big thank you to you for staying with me on this short training. I hope you have gotten value, and I look forward to having more one-on-one interactions with you during the 12-day course. Happy New Year, and bye for now.